My dear children, did you know the story you're about to hear is real? It's from the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and based on a true Hadith. If you love stories that teach you kindness, courage, and faith, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep sharing more just for you. So now let's all sit back and watch a tale from our beloved Prophet. Liam Parker loved lunchtime. It wasn't just because he got to eat, though, to be honest, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich his mom packed was his favorite part of the day. But mostly, it was the break from spelling tests, math homework, and all the usual school chaos. He'd sit at the long cafeteria table with his friends, unpack his lunch, and for 20 quiet, glorious minutes, life was simple. Today was no different. The bell rang, kids grabbed their lunch boxes, and the room filled with chatter and laughter. Liam unzipped his lunch bag and pulled out his sandwich, some grapes, a juice box, and, oh, sweet, he grinned to himself, Mom packed cookies. He looked around, ready to dive in, when he noticed something. Across the table, a new kid sat alone. His name was Aiden. He'd just transferred from another school, and so far, well, nobody really talked to him. It wasn't mean on purpose. People just stuck to their groups. Liam watched as Aiden quietly unzipped his backpack, but there was no lunchbox, no sandwich, no grapes, nothing. Aiden pulled his hoodie sleeves over his hands and stared at the table, pretending not to care. But Liam saw the way he glanced at everyone else's food. Liam hesitated for a second. His stomach rumbled. He loved his lunches. But he also remembered what his mom always told him. Barakah, sweetheart, she'd say. When you share, Allah puts blessings in your food. It stretches, it satisfies, it feeds the body and the heart. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught, the food of one is enough for two. Liam didn't fully understand how that worked, but maybe today was the day to find out. He slid down the bench and sat across from Aiden. Hey, Liam said, trying to sound casual. Want to share my lunch? Aiden's eyes widened. You sure? Yeah, Liam smiled. My mom always packs too much anyway. Aiden hesitated, but his hunger won. He reached for half the sandwich, his hands still tucked in his sleeves. As they ate, the conversation started slow. Awkward questions about classes, teachers, favorite video games. But by the time the grapes and cookies were gone, they were laughing like old friends. And weirdly, Liam didn't feel hungry after sharing. In fact, he felt full. But not just in his stomach. It was like his heart had eaten too. After that day, things changed. At first, it was just Liam and Aiden eating together. But soon, a few other kids slid over, curious about the new kid. They talked about soccer, swapped snacks, shared jokes. Lunchtime wasn't just a break anymore. It became the best part of the day. A messy, loud, joyful, shared moment where nobody sat alone. And the basket of Barakah, it kept showing up. One day, Mia forgot her lunch on the kitchen counter. Liam split his sandwich with her. Another afternoon, Daniel's water bottle leaked, soaking his snacks. Aiden handed over his extra crackers. Bit by bit, the whole table started looking out for each other. It wasn't about fancy meals or perfectly packed lunches. It was about noticing, sharing, making room. Liam realized Barakah wasn't just about food multiplying like magic. It was the blessings that filled the space when kindness showed up. It was the way his sandwich seemed to taste better when shared, the way laughter filled the air when everyone felt included, the way his heart felt full, even if his lunchbox wasn't. One chilly Friday, the school held a food drive for families in need. As kids dropped off canned goods and boxes of pasta, Liam stared at the basket in his kitchen that morning, the same one his mom used to pack his lunch. It was woven with soft, worn handles and a faded floral pattern. "Mom," Liam asked, "what if we filled this for the food drive?" His mom smiled. That, sweetheart, would be Barakah in action. Together, they filled the basket with cereal, soup, peanut butter, and his favorite cookies. It wasn't much, but maybe, just maybe, it would stretch further than they expected. At school, when Liam placed the basket on the donation table, his friends noticed. "That's cool," Aiden said. "I want to bring something too." By the end of the week, the donation table was overflowing. Boxes, bags, snacks, even fresh bread from someone's dad's bakery. Mrs. Bennett, their teacher, beamed at the class. "This," she said, "is what happens when we share. A little from each of us becomes a lot." Liam grinned. He got it now. The Prophet's words weren't just about math, about dividing sandwiches or counting juice boxes. It was about multiplying blessings, turning small kindness into big change, feeding hungry stomachs and hungry hearts. That afternoon, as they sat at lunch, the table packed with friends and chatter, Liam looked around and thought, the basket may be empty now, but the blessings, yeah, those were overflowing. Moral of the story: when we share, our food and our hearts fill up in ways we never expect. Barakah isn't about having more. It's about turning what we have into enough for everyone. Like and subscribe to keep learning and growing with us.